By the way, there's another big sports story this morning, and it involves Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, it sure does. The UFC star was hoping to mount a big comeback after losing her belt in a stunning loss last year, but she had another tough night, and Diane Macedo has much more. Ron wants you to say something.
I know. I'm not going to go. I like my job. I intend to keep it. But this fight was no doubt painful for Ronda Rousey, but it was also just painful to watch. After disappearing for a year, she came out seemingly in the best shape of her life and more focused than ever. All the more reason fans were completely shocked when it ended with one of the fastest losses in UFC history.
Overnight, what was meant to be a superstar comeback ended in another crippling defeat. Watch as Ronda Rousey falls just 48 seconds into the first round. Reigning champion Amanda Nunes, a.k.a. the Lioness, lived up to her nickname, pummeling the former champ with one vicious blow after another.
I know the girls can take my punches, I know that, and it happened tonight.
It's been a tough year for Rousey, who fell from grace after her first loss last November to then-challenger Holly Holm. The knockout ruined her undefeated record, but as she told Ellen DeGeneres back in February, it also left her incredibly depressed.
And I was literally sitting there and like thinking about killing myself, and that exact second I'm like, I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore?
The big question now is what's next for the once seemingly unbeatable fighting star who stunned the masses both in the cage and on the red carpet.
And some are now calling Rousey a sore loser after, like last time, she left without addressing the crowd or the press. Nunes seems to be poking a little fun at that on Twitter with this image showing her pushing Rousey in a stroller as she holds her belt. You can say a big ouch to that one.
Yeah.
But the president of the UFC also reminded us that it is only because of Ronda Rousey that women were allowed in the UFC. He said they never would be until she convinced him.
I think that's a great point, because whether you want to call her a sore loser or not, she has been a pioneer.
Absolutely. And so all her predecessors, at the very least, owe her that.
The big question I have is how long Dan would last in the ring with.
Oh, I can answer that. I can answer that. 0.0001 seconds.
Someone did say last night on Twitter, you could beat Rousey DM. I said, no, I'm good just watching from the couch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just analyze from right here. Yeah, obviously, joking.
All right. Well, thanks.